Alright, I just want to show you guys pretty much our gaming collection, what we have, like systems, games, what my daughter's rooms look like, you know, their gaming setup and their computers, our room, our living room, which has all the main stuff on it, and even in the garage where we game as well. But yeah, let's get started and I'll show you guys the living room, the main portion of it all, and show you how crazy it's. I mean, pretty much every system's hooked up.
Starting from the top, I have all my PlayStation 3 controllers where they all charge, and that sits up here. They're connected to the PS3 that's on the bottom. I have a Super Mario little standee here, or a poster, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Got that for Circuit City back in the day. As we go down, we have our Wii, and on the left side, that's where I charge all my Wiis. This one's all jacked up for some reason. Here is my Wii and my Wii games that go with it. These are more the popular games we play. Then we have to the right is our PS3. This is the second. This is a PS3 Slim, so second generation or whatever. And then I have a fan up here which we turn on, and this pretty much makes sure that it helps cools down both of these systems. So that's my top shelf, or my first shelf there. Coming down to the bottom, I have a Marantz receiver. This has pretty much everything hooked up to it, like all the systems, one way or another. It's a great receiver, sounds amazing, does a lot of good, you know, Dolby and DTS and any in THX and all that stuff. It all sounds really good on the receiver. It's a really high performance receiver, very expensive. I think it was like $1,600 when it came out. Very nice to have it, and I got that for free. We got it from a friend of ours who also, at that same time they gave us this was for Christmas. We also gave them a Wii when it was really hard to get Wiis. They right when they first came out, they had very limited supplies. Coming down, I have a Sony DVD player on top in silver. Let me zoom in here real quick so you get a better look at it. And then we have our Power Center from Monster Power that has 10 inputs where pretty much most of the stuff is connected into it. Then we have a Sony VHS player. And then right below that I have a Sony Laserdisc player, which was in my video before this. And we have some Laserdiscs right there. Off to the side I put the Tony Hawk skateboard thing, controller, our Wii board, our Wii balance board, and then I have the DJ Hero setup right there. Coming over here, I have a selector box which connects into the receiver, and I need that for all the systems below it. The system below that, to start off with, is a Genesis Model 1 and Sega CD Model 1. Very happy to get that. That was also in my last video as one of my newest pickups. Then I have a Dreamcast, which gets a lot of use out here. Then I have a Sega Saturn, the action replay in the back to save games and play any imports that I like. Moving over here, I have my N64. My original N64, sorry about that. Original N64 I gave away to my nephew with like 50, 60 games. Not happy about that. Then I have a Super Nintendo over here. This one's in really good condition. Not a lot of yellow areas at all. So this didn't get damaged at all. Pretty good condition. It was actually originally my girlfriend's. So we have it hooked up to the main TV here. Then I have a Nintendo GameCube. I use this versus using my Wii so that I don't stress my Wii out too much. And I just use pretty much only Wii games or any downloaded games for that. Moving along to the side, let me zoom out real quick. I have some bins where I put a lot more accessories, controllers, and stuff that I use in those two big bins there. I got those from IKEA. I think there was like $5 for both or something, maybe $10 for both. There are my VHS tapes onto the right side. Then I have my subwoofer that I got for $20. It retails for $300. Got that at Goodwill as well. On the second shelf here, I have my Xbox One and my PS2. I've had this is my original PS2. I've had that for a really long time and it's still working great. A lot of those broke down. I had friends who've gone through like 3 or 4 of those. I still got mine. Still doing a good job too. Then the Xbox, which I got from GameForce not too long ago. Which pretty much, I just put that there versus my 360, which broke down. So I will get another 362, just not anytime soon. And then I have, this is my last game system for my living room, and it is a Panasonic 3DO, which I only own 1 game for. But if I come, anytime I come across any more, I'll pick them up. And I got some more boxes here for, I think they're all my girlfriend's stuff. She carries pictures and shit in there. And on top here, just some more figures. Killzone head cars. That's where I put my wallet and keys and a picture. Okay, moving along this way, I'll show you all our movies. I have a lot of DVDs. Everything over here on the left side are kids movies. So a lot of the Disney stuff, any of the cartoon stuff I put over here on the left side, and the kids can go and pick out anything they like there. It's about probably like 100 movies there, maybe more. Over here I got about 300 to 400 DVDs, and that's a lot. It's all alphabetized, and it goes all the way down here. All DVDs. I have a pretty decent DVD collection. I don't know. I'm gonna start going towards this more, and this is my Blu-ray collection. Very small, very small. They're still, you can find them cheap for like $5-10, but I don't know. They'll get bigger, I promise you that. All right, then here is our box set DVDs. More TV shows, stuff like that. It goes down to there. All the way on the right side, I have on top are the Wii Resort and Plants vs. Zombies for the computer. Then I have some computer games in that top spot there. Then we have our PS3 collection going down. I believe I have exactly 50 PS3 games now. I'm trying to get that to get a little bigger. And then I have on the bottom of that is Wii games, and those go there. So those Wii games, including the Wii games I have over here, that equals to about 50, I believe, 50, maybe over 50. And show you what we have in the garage. Ping pong table, and of course I already did a video for out here, so I'm just going straight to games. Here's my 50-inch Sony LCD projection. I've replaced the bulb on it already. Start that over. Edit all this shit out. What the fuck? Anyways, oh, there's a ping pong ball right there. Fucking kids. Fucking camera. God damn it. Alright. Here it is, our 50-inch LCD projection TV. It uses a bulb for its light, which I've already replaced. And coming down here is my Nintendo, and this is the only one I have, and I have it connected here in the garage. And then on the bottom of that is an old school receiver, which is really only for audio. We got some speakers up here, and I really just use that for radio. Here's a LCD screen, some more VHS. Other components I have on here is a Dreamcast, PlayStation 1, and a Genesis, all connected just to the system here. I will get a couple more systems out here later in the future. Then these are the Guitar Hero guitars, and then the rock bands at a Red Bull machine. Quite a bit of stuff so far. Alright, now coming this way, I'll show you guys my kids' game setups in their bedrooms, and kind of what they do. So this would be my stepdaughter's room. She is 11. And here's her computer setup here. She plays a lot of computer games. You see a lot of the Sim stuff, Farmville, Sims Zoo, or Tycoon Zoo 2, or whatever you call it. Here's her laptop. We just got her that for her birthday. She's been really excited having that. It's mainly for school, right? But she's been wanting to get into some computer games, so. And her printer right there. Coming over here, she has a Sony 19-inch LCD screen. And then she has a DVD player hooked up to that. That's a Sony there. She has a GameCube. She used to have a PS2 hooked up to this, but her PS2 died recently. Over here is all her games. She has a ton of PS2 games that she got from her dad. She has some PS3 games, some DVDs, some PSP games, and some computer game stuff down here. And then, of course, some books. And the last thing from her room I'd like to show you is her Beta, which got jacked up from my daughter's Beta. Somehow they got in the same tank together. I don't know how. And then she has one of these. I got this from Goodwill for like $1, but I gave it to her once I got mine, so. Well, that's the stepdaughter's room. Go ahead and turn the light off and close her door. We'll come into my daughter's room. Alright, this is Annabelle's room in here. She has a cool Pokemon poster over here. It has all kinds of different Pokemon. She's been really into the whole Pokemon lately. She has a 19-inch Sharp Aquos flat screen TV I bought a long time ago. It's actually a 3x4 TV, so it's letterbox, unfortunately. But yeah, that's fine for her. And right now I have, as you can see, this is a Windows screen here, so we have our desktop hooked up to it. Just put this up together yesterday. She has a wireless mouse and a wireless keyboard. She has a GameCube as well, and her PS2 works just fine. It's the one we've had for years. And then she also has the same DVD player. Gotten all this stuff pretty cheap when I used to work at Circuit City a long time ago. And then here's her shelf. She has all her books and her little stuff. Little fake butterfly there. She also has a Beta, which you can see is a little bit more active. Here's her DVDs. Here's her PS2 and GameCube games, and some PS1 games. Her controllers. Here's all her DS games, and she has 2 3DS games. There's her Nintendo 3DS on its charger, just like it should. There's her iPod. My stepkid also had an iPod, she lost it. And that right there is her little music box. And then she has some more books, her Pokemon cards, and then Pokemon Strat Guide right there, Pokédex or whatever. So that's my daughter's room. And exiting that, we'll go into our room. I'll show you guys all my my games and how I have all my stuff set up in there.